what you talking about. Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
Now from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And right away, he lost the football. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As you and I both... One reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And running with power here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. To the 43, 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8.
Taken down by Nakobe Dean. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
Brought down by Tre'Davious Blake. A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but we think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Purdy. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
3rd and long.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Purdy now to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Rams' 6-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. Sliding out of the pocket. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
McCaffrey is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Rams 13, 49ers nothing.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Slot man moves right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began. And the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Stafford now to throw. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First contact at the 45-yard line.
One back in the... Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing is Stafford. He gets it complete to Jackson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Green, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And that flag accepted. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Stafford. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
It's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
Now it's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Stafford. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Purdy. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Purdy to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
second down and right back to McCaffrey. And fights through one man. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
49ers 14. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
49ers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw again on second down. Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Final play of the half. Purdy. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
Third and 3. Now a handoff running through the middle. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Purdy. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
A handoff. McCaffrey running right. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they just acquired him a new ball carrier. What do you think of the acquisition?
I like it. Maybe not the big-time player, big-time impact you're looking for, but someone who wants to prove something and find a new home.
First run now for Kyren Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So this one, Charles, it's only the 3rd quarter, but they appear to be well on their way to victory.
I would say so because a 1-score lead you don't even count, but a 2-score lead you know it can evaporate in an instant. 3 scores, feeling good, but you know it's not over yet. But now they've got a 4-score cushion. I think you can feel pretty confident in the fact this is going to go your way.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even... And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Runs through the contact.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 3-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action here. Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Second down and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Right back to him on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here's a give up the middle. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was their defense that really made the statement.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it, to just
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't, lil' bruh. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating, lil' daddy, LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapist, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a team blind on top like Goku. Just left Nobu, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the tell the road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blink at my VIP. Snack my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball high, pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this.